What's up, y'all, man? It's BCA, ready for war, not for play. And today, the video is about how I transform my life. I know you all seen the video. The first thing I'm going to do is put a picture up. And I'm going to talk about this person on this side, okay? Alright, so this person was fapping, not practicing SR, not eating right, not being the best disciplined person he can be. He tried to do things that were in the right direction to get his life together, but he kept failing. Just kept failing, kept not eating right, kept drinking, kept doing a lot of things that weren't productive for him. He wasn't focused on his purpose. He wasn't really on his grind. He was trying to do all he could, but he wasn't just locked in as he should be. And he just kept going in the wrong direction. He had a crazy year last year. He was definitely not disciplined, definitely wasn't the person he supposed to be, and he just let himself go. And he had mental battles, he had physical struggles. He just was not locked in person. He just didn't care. He didn't care. This picture you see right now, as you can look at it, you can see it. You can see. Like, look, like, you all may say, like, oh, it's not, that bad or that crazy, but you don't know what's going on when you see pictures like these. When you see pictures like these of people before and after, man, before is a lot going on. And it's not just about the working out. It's not about the working out, not about the diet. All of it part of it, but it's really a huge mental battle. I know y'all seen 600 Pound Life, and it's a lot of episodes where the people that are 600 pounds, they say they have huge mental struggles. That's a real thing. And I went through that. And in that picture, I'm 200 and some pounds. I'm like 204, something like that. In this picture you're looking at. And this guy was a trip. He was emotionally unstable. He was feminine framed, feminized man. Wasn't reading books, wasn't developing himself as he should. He was doing a little bit of development, but it wasn't his, soul thing. He really was, I can't curse, but he really was B-made, woman made. That's basically what he was. And he embraced that life. He thought that life was the life to be. This man right here, he just would do whatever he wants to do. He just would do it. Didn't care about repercussions or consequences. He just did what he wanted to do, because he just was lacking discipline. And then he really wasn't preaching discipline as he should. He had spurts of it, but once he stopped doing it, he stopped preaching about it. Same guy. But one day, it all clicked. One day it all made sense for him. Now mind you, this picture that you're looking at, you may say, oh man, it ain't that bad. That's what you may say. And I get it. I understand the seat that you're looking at. You're looking at somebody you don't even know. But if you see the person every day, you don't know what they're going through, or what's happening in their life, or what struggles they may have. That's with anybody. But I'm just letting you know, being transparent as to what I was going through and what I was doing. I was trying to find something. I was dating continuously, dating a lot of women, and just trying to find something. And what I really was trying to find was myself throughout this whole process. And that's when the transformation began. When I realized I needed to find me again. I needed to find the person that you're seeing now. I needed him back. And I've been away from him for a long time. I haven't been this locked in since 2016. That was almost 10 years ago. And that person 10 years ago, he still had his struggles and stuff too, but he wasn't at the level of this guy. This guy just was ridiculous, But what I could say was, as you can see, this picture, I'm around 204 pounds, man. May 5th, 2025, I decided to stop all of it. I decided to stop drinking. I decided to practice retention. I decided to do the whole 30 diet. I decided to practice doing my blood type diet. I started going to therapy. I started doing hard 75. I started reading a whole bunch of books. I started journaling. I started meditating. And I started to help others along the way. That's my transformation journey, which results in this. This person is way different. This person is on a whole nother level. This person knows exactly what he wants in life. He knows what type of life he will have as long as he keep going in the right direction. I watched this comedy sketch Patrice O'Neal said, and he said a really good quote. He said, man, I don't like going to the gym because it's so much I got to do. I can do it again next day. And that's one thing I've learned is that you got to keep doing it every single day, working every single day until you get the results you want. And then once you get those results, you keep pushing yourself to another goal and another goal and another goal, because working on yourself will never stop. There's people I've dated last year that had that question. They was like, I asked them, why they're single or something like that. Oh yeah, I'm working on myself. Well, working on yourself is a forever process. You're going to forever refine yourself and realign yourself with the things you're supposed to be realigned with throughout your entire life, unless you just really give up on yourself. But if you're not giving up on yourself, you want to forever have moments where you care about yourself. It won't stop. And this transformation that you're looking at right now, it took around 45 days. The other picture you see, I'm around 190, lost around 13 pounds, 14 pounds in the course of 40 days. Like I said, it's including doing hard 75, whole 30, not drinking, which obviously is a part of hard 75. And it's a part of my journey and consistency that I do. And like I said, I added journaling, meditating, and stuff like that as well. And to have an intentional life, I also decided to help others along the way by focusing on my purpose, by doing my YouTube videos consistently, by telling my story consistently. All of those things reflect this man you see right now and this man in this video. All of it's here. And what I could tell you all is that it takes time to become the version of yourself you want to become. It's not an easy thing. Like for me, it's 45 days. Maybe for you, maybe 30. And maybe 90 for you. But either way, your progress is your progress. So don't let nobody take that away from you. You don't have to get no shots. You don't have to buy no crazy pill or none of that stuff. All you have to do is just work day by day and practice in your discipline, and you'll be okay. Just practice your discipline. You keep practicing, you're going to do fine. You're going to be great. Now, what I can say is, first and foremost, that I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a, none of that dietary specialist. Make sure you consult with your doctor. But the things that I'm talking about, if you want to see change in your life, practice them. Practice them. If you start whole 30 on one day and you may not get to day 2, try again, get back on the horse, go back to day 1. Same thing for hard 75, go back to day 1. Just keep practicing. Because at the end of the day, you're still progressing in the right direction. I started at the beginning of this year doing hard 75, got to 50 days, stopped. Now I'm back on the horse. Now I'm on day 40 something now. I'm just putting myself in position to continuously better myself because I'm in love with the process. This is my craft. I love recording these videos. I love telling you all my story. Because at the end of the day, I know this story will help you all. It will help you all become better. It will help y'all want to change. If you see somebody like me. If you've never been to the channel before, I'm Coach Blanche from Blanche Coaching Agency, man, and we're here to make your life better. That's what I'm here for. Day by day, by practicing different disciplines. From your diet to fitness to whatever it is. Especially controlling your sexual urges, which is the biggest one to make your life better. That's what I'm here for. Okay? So just remember that, man. I want y'all to always keep that in your mind. If you want to look at transformation, you want to look at the person before and after and have somebody tell you their story. And once you hear their story, hopefully it can spark something in you. And if it doesn't, it's fine, but at least you know what it can take for you to get better. I also did shadow work. Get you a shadow journal. A journal to talk about your past from when you were a kid until now. Something that so you can just release things that you may not know that need to be released. Find you a therapist. Find you a close friend that you can be able to have accountability with. I got chats that I send, my different goals to, and I just update them on it, and I don't even require them to respond back. I just send it, and that's my accountability. All of these things you're gonna need a team of people You're going to need the same people for you to get to the person that you want to be. And I know that in due time, you're going to see the changes. You're going to be happy about it. Excited about it even. And I'll be here to cheer you on the whole time. All right? So that's how I transformed my life, man. I practiced those different programs. You can look all of them up online on Google and do what's best for you. But that's how I changed my life. And it's not just the physical aspect either. I changed my mental and spiritual too. That's why I look the way I do. That's why my skin is glowing. That's why I'm able to do this video and tell you all what's going on and just be like, hey, you can do it too because I believe in you. All right? Put some comments. If you tried any of these programs, let me know how it worked for you all. If you did SR75, if you did Whole 30, you know, if you did shadow work, if you did journaling, if you did meditating, put that all in the chat, man. Let's talk about it. All right? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. And I'll see you all next video. But at the end of the day, man, that's how I transformed my life. I put away childish things and became a man and put in the work. I put in the work when nobody else wanted to. I put in the work when people didn't want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I put in the work when nobody else wanted to do it. I had to do it for myself. And I see the results. All right, y'all. Be safe out. Peace.